In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the archives.
Don't pay attention to this hair, like seriously, just don't, okay? So, I'm gonna make a stir fry. I thought I would bring you in the kitchen, but the angle is like really not great. I don't know where to put my camera. So I've chopped up some veggies. So I've chopped up an onion, some mushrooms, zucchini, broccoli, and red pepper. I'm making a veggie stir fry. I also have some snow peas, some sliced water chestnuts, and I have some white rice cooking right now. I know this isn't very healthy. You can make your own sauce. Honey garlic, I was really craving it. I really like this stuff, so I'm just gonna have that for tonight. And yeah, we're gonna have a mukbang. Yeah, welcome to a mukbang. Feels like forever since I've done this. I don't even know if I remember how. I guess we'll see. There's Brenda and what was the other one? Penelope? One ear is missing off Penelope. Sam broke it. Let's give you a beauty bite of this bean. Beauty bite, beauty bite. All right, and a beauty bite of this before we start. I kind of drained off some of the liquid. Beauty bite, eat your veggies. The sriracha, the honey garlic flavor, snow peas. All right, story time. So this is a TMI, and you're not familiar with my TMIs, or if you're not new and you forgot about my TMIs, they're gross. They usually involve some kind of lover story, or farts and poop. Because those are embarrassing, right? What else is embarrassing? You know, farting in front of someone. So I have a lot of those stories. And this is a story about a girl crush I had. Now, I'm gonna shut up and eat. I'm forever confused about my sexuality, okay? I'm gonna admit it. Because, I don't know. I think I've said this before. I could totally get a she-boner for a girl. But to be like, have feelings romantically involved and fall in love and be all jealous, I don't think I've never felt that way about a woman. But sexually attracted, most definitely. So, I haven't told you guys any stories from my university days, okay? This was, I think, around 2010. I was living with Pete. He would have been totally fine with me having a girlfriend. BB, no, he thinks cheating is cheating, like, you know, with a male or a female. He's not into that. But Pete's was like, yeah, have a girlfriend. So I would drive. I lived in my hometown, and I had to drive up to Ottawa. I went to Ottawa University, and I was studying. I was doing an honors bachelor's with a specialization in English, and so I would drive up to do my classes, and it was my first year, so I was very busy. I was doing full time, so I think that was 5 classes a week. So I drive up really early in the morning for this one class. I think it was it was ethics. It was like you have to take some mandatory classes. So not all of them were literature. In the first year, you have to have like some mandatory ones for the degree I was doing, and one of them was ethics. I did not like that class. Almost choked on a Snoopy because it involved a lot of logic and argument and the fallacies of arguments and stuff like that. So anyway, I had this one class in the morning, ethics, and there was a girl in my class. And she sat beside me, and she was so friendly. You know, like that type of person who's just like almost angelic. They just radiate positive energy. She had silky blonde hair. She had blue eyes. She kind of looked like, was it Mary Ingalls, the from Little House on the Prairie? But like older, you know? And she had this nice lipstick on. She had the nicest boobs. Like I wanted to squeeze them for like 5 hours straight. I'm not kidding. TMI. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't think it matters what gender you are. Or what your sexuality is. I think everyone likes to squeeze boobs. Started off with her sitting beside me, and then we started chatting. And she was so nice. We sort of developed like a classroom friendship, you know? I remember her telling me about her boyfriend, and I was like secretly disappointed. I started like a small crush on her. I started to have a small crush on her. So it started as a classroom friendship thing. And when it evolved into let's walk to next class together, because we were both in first year, same program, we had a lot of the same schedule. I was like, oh yeah, sure. But then dread hit me because I realized that the thing is, the campus is very spread out into different buildings. So the ethics class was in this one building at the bottom of the hill. Our next class started 10 minutes later. We had 10 minutes to boot it up this hill, all the way down the street, down another street, like a few blocks away, mostly uphill. And I was pretty much just as out of shape then as I am now. Maybe even a bit worse. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Anyway. And she was thin, you know, she would look like she was a normal size, and I'm sure she had no problem walking up that hill. But for me, I was like, oh my God, you know, it's going to be so embarrassing. She's going to, you know, she's not going to want to have sex with me now. It's like, she's not going to want to sneak in the bathroom and have sex with me now after she sees that I'm huffing and puffing along, you know. So that was it. I couldn't say, oh, sorry, you know. I had already said yes. So we leave class together. And not only does she want to walk up this hill together, we have to walk fast because she doesn't want to be late for class. You know, I was always a bit late because I had to take my time. And she was booting it, not realizing, you know, I need to take my time here. I can't breathe. And it was like, it was winter semester, so it was freezing. So she wanted to walk to class together. And she wanted to have a conversation. And I'm over here like, dying. You know. I don't know how I did it. But finally we make it. And to get to the class, we have to take an elevator. It was on, I think it was on the 4th floor. I can't remember, but it was on a top floor. And it was an old building, and the elevator was really small and rickety. It just looked in bad shape, and there was like, you know, everyone used it. There was only one. More chances for mechanical breakdowns. You think they could afford better elevators with the effing cost of tuition, you know? Anyway, so she's like, let's take the elevator, because she's normal and doesn't have crazy phobias. Normally I would take the stairs, and I would take a break in between each row. She was younger than me because I was older for first year, so it was mostly like 18, 19-year-olds. I was a bit younger too, I mean 2010, you know? But anyway. So I was like, I can't. I didn't want to be embarrassed and be like, no, I can't, you know? So I was like, without thinking, I just went into the elevator. I don't know if it was because of the coffee I had on my way there and the greasy McDonald's breakfast and having to hustle and my nerves being shot. But halfway up that hill, if we rewind, I felt a rumble. That dreadful rumble in the bottom of your gut. And I knew that I had to hurry because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's the worst. I get so panicky when I'm stranded. And like back then, especially when I had to go, You know, I probably had like IBS or something. I mean, I ate like shit. You eat like shit, you're gonna shit, you know? Let's put it this way. Every poop was an emergency. So, more green beans? Yes, please. Eat the whole friggin' jar. Self-control. I'm clenching. So I'm huffing and puffing. I'm clenching those cheeks. I'm really trying to hold a conversation. She's just smiling away, walking, her hair flowing in the wind, in the snowy wind, and I'm just like, you know, and I'm holding it like, you know, if I don't let something loose soon, either air or whatever needs to come out, I'm gonna explode. Oh, okay. So what I did was I had to let something go. So we're in the elevator alone. So we're in the elevator alone. She's still talking all happy chatty. And she's looking at me, so I have to be cool about my moves, you know? I have to be, like, careful. So I try to, like, pull one of those numbers where you, like, shift a leg and just kind of, like, sort of let it out a little bit. If I could just let some of the pressure out. Well, that didn't work. It was loud and it was smelly. Very bad. Oh my god, I'm just remembering the embarrassment and it embarrasses me all over again. Her face. She was talking and, like, kind of laughing and smiling while she was telling me a story. I didn't hear a word of what she said. All I was thinking of was poop, poop, fart, fart, bathroom, bathroom. And her smile, when she heard it and then smelt it, she kind of just, like, looked at me and didn't know what to do, because what do you do when somebody does that? Oh my god, I can't even talk about it. What do you do when somebody does that in front of you that you barely know and you're just getting to know, you know? It's, you know, if we would have had a longer friendship, we would, like, Rena and I, whatever, we cut it right in front of each other, who cares? But, oh, man. There goes my chances. There goes my chances out the window. Actually, would have been nice if there was a window. Her reaction was kind of odd. I mean, if that was me and somebody did that in front of me, I'd probably laugh and make them feel good. She kind of just, like, did one of those. Like, she stopped talking abruptly and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, what kind of question is that, asking somebody who just farted if they're okay? Like, no, I'm sorry, I need to be taken to the hospital, you know? Call 911. Now, she might have passed out. I was fine. I felt a lot better, actually. But at that point, I needed to go to the bathroom so bad, my fear of elevators went away. So, I lied. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go down to, I forgot something on the first floor. I need to talk to the administration about something. So she's like, I'm going to go to class. So I went to a floor that I knew would kind of be deserted at that hour. I have the bathroom situation scoped out, okay? It was like one of the floors where it was more deserted at that time, and I found a bathroom, and yes, glorious day. I think I've had enough. So, after that, she conveniently made friends with a group of people more her age, I guess. I don't think I was that much older than her, though, but she was very good looking, so she easily made friends with, like, this group of guys, and, you know, that made me self-conscious, but so after that, I didn't really actually talk to her. I don't know if it's because of the fart or, well, I mean, she wasn't mean to me or anything. She'd say hi, but that was it. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. I have a microphone. I'm going to see how it fares out. So, I have to kind of be quick because low battery. So today I have for you, oh my gosh, I know it looks like a lot of rice, but I spread it out. So I have white rice and this amazing tofu stir fry. Like, you guys, I'm telling you, let's give you a beauty bite now. I just pretty much winged it, pulled this out of my ass. So it's TMI Tuesday, ladies and gents, and everything in between. Just want to be gender inclusive. I have a situation you guys about. Not a proudest moment, that's for sure. This is the tale of Big Bri. You know how I had a big G in my life? If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Big Bri was this guy's nickname. His name was Brian. He was big. He was intimidatingly big. He was like 6'4", very, like, obese man. He had no hair, glasses. You would be afraid of this guy if you were walking alone in an alley. Let's just say that. The thing is, he was kind of a creep. I don't know how he stayed employed there, because he was always making lewd, crude comments to women. This is when I worked at the call center. And he was in my training class. And he was a funny guy. I thought he was really funny. He was kind of, like, nerdy and geeky, and so most people didn't catch on to his jokes and thought he was just kind of cringy. And day in and day out, I remember wondering, this guy probably never gets laid. And I've done pity sex before, and this was no different. So, never really talked to him much in class, but one day we're at the bus stop together to go home. And we started talking. And he kind of was like complimenting me, stroking my ego. Nothing more attractive than flattery. And I thought he was interesting. He was a social outcast. But I related to him because I just found him he was very smart. And I liked his brain. But don't get me wrong. He definitely gave me vibes that, like, you know, he had a bunch of cheerleaders locked in his basement or something. I don't know. Oh boy. I hope the mic is not too much. Let me know. I don't want you guys to hear like every noise, my heavy breathing. So, waiting for the bus. I don't really remember exactly what we're talking about. And you said, got to a point where he was like, well, do you want to walk home? It's a bit of a walk, but I live on the way and we could talk more, you know? And I was like, okay. I ended up bending over in the back of the Fabricville. You know Fabricville, the store? Behind the Fabricville, where we did it. How was it, you ask? It wasn't bad. I mean, well, it was quick. It wasn't bad. After that, he kind of got the impression that he could just come over and talk to me at work. Like, I made him promise not to tell anybody. I'm such a bitch. Well, there's this really snobby girl in our training class. She was really hot. And Big Bri used to creep her right out. You know? I don't know. Or maybe she just used it as an excuse to, like, grab onto her boyfriend and be like, ew, get in my way. Her boyfriend was in that class, too. Maybe she just liked to see how macho her boyfriend was and how he would stick up for her. Because every time Big Bri would make, like, a sort of sexual joke, she would do that and go, ah! Scream and like, oh, God. And then her boyfriend would be like, you got a problem, buddy? He almost got beat up so many times. He didn't seem afraid. He was like, again, 6'4". I bet you secretly the boyfriend was afraid of him, but he was like, I gotta look macho. And meanwhile, secretly, I had slept with him. I don't know. I hope I helped him out in some way. Spread the love. Spread the love by spreading the legs. I don't know.
Be safe, of course.
I've changed a lot. You know, being in relationships for like the past 14 years in a row. We'll do that. I saw Big Bri at the same bus stop years later. Coincidentally. And he looked right at me. Didn't say anything. Maybe he didn't recognize me. It was a long time ago. Every Tuesday I ask myself, why am I telling you guys this? Probably a lack of shame.